Can't believe it, but here we are again. Championship time, the start of the TG4 All-Ireland Championship for 2026, and the best warm-up I've seen so far are the three officials down there, and you can see in the shot down to our right, Owen O'Neill in there with Kelly Cunningham and Michael Ennis. They're the two lines people. Kevin Phelan is the fourth official. He's not doing the warm-up, he's only fourth official. He doesn't need to do too much, but yeah, they're putting in a great warm-up there, and it has got really warm the last few minutes because the sun has come out just for the start of the championship, which is just about right, because earlier on it was that cold it felt like the start of the National League, but the sun is out now for the game. Delighted to be here in TEG Cusack Park, which was rocking last night for Westmeath's men, beating Cavan after extra time, and there is a real Westmeath buzz about the place here today, and it might carry through for the ladies as well. And Karen Haggerty's with me. Karen, great to have you with us, and you were here last night. What was it like? 11,000 packed in here. Yeah,
it was great to be here last night. It was such an occasion. I don't think I've seen Cusack Park so full since maybe 2004. But it was such a good occasion, and then the extra time and the weather and everything added to the whole thing. And like you said, the buzz of Mullingar is spectacular at the minute.
And is there a knock-on effect?
There has been, because the girls had their Leinster final the same weekend as the men, and it was such a great weekend here. We had a homecoming, and the girls and the lads were there, and just celebrations were epic, and there's flags all over the town for both sets of players, so it's a real great time to be in Westmeath and enjoying the football.
And does it really help, do you think, in other ways, you know, with the team and the panel who are here, they're all talking about it, and they maybe got a little bit of extra pep in their step?
Definitely, there's a lot of extra support for the girls now, as well as the men. Like the support.
But I mean, the girls, the actual players.
Yeah.
You know, they're going and they're feeling, we're Westmeath. You know, the pride is a bit higher or whatever.
A real,
you know?
pride, yeah, definitely. And actually, I was over the far side, and there's a lot of young girls here today, and they're all so excited seeing the girls playing football. And I help with coaching some of the underage, and seeing the girls doing so well, seeing the men do so well, has really boosted ladies football in the county. Right,
so one helps the other. So the more you go on here, the more this will build, and it's all one, it's all together, which is the way it should be, which is great. I mean, I know was at Croke Park, you were with the under-10s from Mullingar Shamrocks a few years ago, so you're still helping them?
Still with them, yeah. The under-10s are here again. They're playing at half-time. So yeah, I'm still involved with them as well.
I think there's another club as well. Is it
Shandona and St. Lomans are over there, and the Downs as well. So there's 4 clubs playing at half-time.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So
Owen O'Neill is the referee out there laying down the law and explaining it, and you've Casey Traynor on the left. She's the captain today. Now she's the vice captain. Rosie Courtney's injured, so she's captaining, and Fiona Coyle on the right is the Westmeath captain, and he's probably explaining things about the new rules. Karen, you kind of missed them. You retired last year. Do you regret that a little bit? Would you have liked to play under them as a forward from what you've seen? Yeah,
they're exciting. They've actually come into the club scene now as well, so I've played a couple of games with them. I'd actually really enjoy getting to play at inter-county level, I suppose, because you have the officials available and stuff like that. At club level, it's an added layer of difficulty trying to implement them when everyone's kind of, you know.
Yeah, well, I saw a club game last week. I'm involved with a wee club in Belfast, and they brought in the new rules, but to be honest, I hardly noticed them. There was one solo and go. I don't know whether that's the officials or the games or whatever, or players getting up to it or whatever, but it wasn't as big as an impact as I've seen at county level. But from what you've seen at county level, what do you think of them, and how do you best adapt, and what, you know, are certain teams more suited to them?
They're definitely exciting. I watched the Westmeath girls playing the game, and it was the first one maybe that I'd watched in person with it, and I loved the solo and go. I think it really adds speed to the game. The 3-up rule, I don't think it was as needed in ladies football as men's, but I suppose it is another layer. But definitely for me, the solo and go is the one that adds the most to it.
But the players also need to be really alert, you know, to take advantage of it. Yeah, and that's probably the difficulty at club level, where they're only being implemented at club level, but the girls will definitely get used to it, and it'll be a big factor in club championships across the country. The other one that was huge for Westmeath has been the goal they scored in the Leinster final, where Vicky Carr scored and they followed in. You know, they've tried really hard to sort of take advantage of that rule, and it's a huge one, you know, because there's goals come. So basically, as soon as the ball's kicked in towards the goal, the forward can go into the square, and they're not going to foul the keeper. Such a foul's still a foul, but putting pressure on, and it can be very, very important. So
it definitely can. I suppose with the 2-point rule, there's a lot more of that, maybe a loose ball in around the square on different occasions in the game. So it is important that people follow it up for those goal scoring opportunities that
right,
arise.
You mentioned 2-pointers. I mean, Anna Jones put one over off the ground, and Sarah Dillon, of course, put one over. Monaghan, I believe, had not scored one at all. But today there's a bit of a breeze going from right to to left, and there's Monaghan out there getting ready for the game and laying down the law and seeing what they're going to do. But Ava Sherry, maybe number 11, would be capable if they get that breeze behind them of maybe scoring a 2-pointer, but it's not as obviously as big as it is in the men's game.
Yeah, no, definitely not as big a factor. But the girls, that was their Westmeath first ones in the Leinster final as well. And Sarah Dillon had just done it, and I'd say less than 5 minutes later, Anna Jones was putting the ball down to do the same.
No, was Anna Jones first?
Oh,
she was first, yeah. She was
that.
the first off the ground, I'm pretty sure. And Sarah as well. Maybe I got that wrong. But anyway, they got 2. It's surprising that they didn't get any before that, but I suppose you never know in the league.
Conditions, I suppose, are just tricky, aren't they? And the pitch was I think every pitch is different as well.
Yeah, true. I was out there earlier on, and it's perfect. It's a firm surface out there, and it's a really good surface out there for the game. Maybe we should just look at the teams. We're 5 minutes to here, and we hear there's been one change for Westmeath. So we'll have a look at the team as we were given it anyway. You think you heard that Sarah Murphy is in the number 28, but we don't know who she's in for, or do you? Ashley Rowan?
I think I see Ashley with a cap on, but maybe I'm wrong.
Okay.
I don't know if she's togged.
Yeah, sometimes you'll notice if they've tracksuit bottoms on instead or whatever at this point. But anyway, so they're looking at the team there. I mean, this is pretty much the team, I think, that won the Leinster final. Aoife Keegan came in and started the game that day for Caoimhe Kilmurray and has kept her place. She's former minor captain. Katie Kilmurray at number 13 there. And then, well, you have a lot of sisters in this team, the McCartans and the Ruans. Well, that's if Ashley actually starts. And then Vicky and Anna's a good combination at midfield. But they have a lovely balance there now. I mentioned Aoife Keegan, the former minor captain, coming in. She's a nice player as well. And they're really bringing new life into this team.
Yeah, definitely. There's a huge balance on the team, and it's really exciting to see the younger girls coming through. And even like Philippa Ruan, she's been in the panel a year or two, and she's solidified a starting place now. So like, it's great to see those girls who've been training hard to get their place on the starting team.
Looking at Monaghan then, interesting here to have a look at them, very much in transition as well, and new players coming in, the likes of Casey Traynor taking the captaincy today, and some girls that I don't know so well, the likes of Aoibhinn McCormick there and Amy Jo Kieran's, but also the likes of Muireann Atkinson has been there for a good number of years, played for DCU and been to a spell in Australia and that, and really good player. I don't think she'll stay in full forward there. And then you have the Garlands and the wings, the twins on the wings as I'm going to call them, and you've even a player called Monaghan playing for Monaghan. But your thoughts on them?
Yeah, definitely. Monaghan are always such a strong side, and they're obviously coming off the back of their Ulster final where it went to extra time, so they'll be looking, I suppose, to build on that performance and hopefully get a win today. Like you said, Muireann Atkinson is a really strong player, and a couple of other girls there have been around a while. We mentioned their bench as well could impact.
Well, the Courtneys there, you have Cora Courtney there this time last year, and this game last year, the first round of the championship, she was doing COCOM, and she's come back. Karen, you might do the same, but here's the anthem. We love to have your feedback coming in, and it's coming in from Maher Atloon, because I'm told that Leanne Maguire isn't starting today. She's not available, and she would be number 15, so there's a change there for Monaghan. And also number 10, Aoibhinn McCormick, is Grania and Therese McNally's niece, so from really good stock. And you're spotting, so is Cora Courtney actually starting?
Yeah,
have you spotted Karen? Yeah,
Cora Courtney's starting, and I see her there wearing 26.
We were just talking about her off air before we started. What a player, and it would be great to see her out playing. And of course she's out there. What a player. And we were just saying, actually, with Rosie not due to start and Cora, when was the last time there were no Courtney starting for Monaghan? Well, it's not happening today. They are out there. And number 14, Muireann Atkinson, has indeed gone to midfield for the start. And you're spotting all sorts. Aoife Burns in as well, another from Donamoyne, yeah?
The two girls are in the full forward line there. It's 13, 24 and 26.
Yeah, these things can happen in games, and you don't know if it's planned or they're trying to pull a fly one, or it's just something has happened at the last minute here. It'll all settle down, and we'll follow all that as we go on here. But there's a real buzz in here in the stadium here for the start of this. Not just the Westmeath effect the last while and with last night, but the start of the TG4 All-Ireland Championship for 2026. And I'm looking around, the sun, as I say, is out, and I'm looking to see Sarah Dillon. Sarah Dillon's sort of gone to left corner forward, actually, rather than full forward. But we'll follow that and all the markups. You can keep an eye on that, Karen, and we will follow the game as Monaghan play from left to right into the breeze. There's a bit of a breeze, not really strong, but you know, there is a breeze to talk about. So if you were looking at 2-pointers, you would be thinking they'd come from right to left, where Westmeath are playing in the first half. So they've turned over that one rather easily at the start, and now Lucy McCartan so central to their play, and she launches one in there right away. Direct ball into Sarah Dillon. Is it a goal right at start? What a start to the championship, and it's Sarah Dillon with a goal for Westmeath. Well, Westmeath is buzzing at the moment, and that is the perfect start for them in the championship, Karen Haggerty.
Yeah, what a ball in from Lucy McCartan there. She just spotted Sarah taking that step off her player, and a lovely finish to the corner.
Amazing days to be a Westmeath person at the minute. And yeah, they've got it, and they've got a free in as well. They press there and they've got the ball, and Monaghan rocking here in the early stages from that. What was that, about 30-40 seconds? And Sarah Dillon, one of the best players in the country. She really is a fantastic footballer, and she got in behind there, and it's not often you see that sort of ball working these days, you know, that sort of high direct ball in behind.
Yeah, it was lovely. I'd say Lucy knew the wind was with her as well. It was a nice opportunity to give that type of ball in, but she definitely saw the move of Sarah, which was good as well.
But I mean, do you know what I mean about the with the tactics that you've seen over the last number of years? Maybe the new rules are different, but teams in the past would have had an extra player in there, and they've conceded a goal right at the start. Now Anna Jones, not a great angle for a right footer, but she did put over that 2-pointer. That's going to drop short. In fact, it's going to turn out to be a great pass. Higgins. And Rebecca has it and gives it back out to Katie Kilmurray, and it's McCartan again. Great press from Monaghan coming out, but they just can't get their hands on the ball. And look, her Lucy Powers, but she did that in the Leinster final too, the number 3. She'll be well up in attack, and Monaghan now trying to get their structure going. I think, you know, they were just caught a little bit cold there on the one-on-ones. They hadn't sort of got players in and around there, and there's an effort from distance trying to use a breeze again, but it's gone left and wide. But yeah, maybe that was it, you know, they just got caught cold. Yeah,
early in the game, those type of goals, kind of, you often see them in ladies football, where they're just at the very beginning of the game, but it's lovely to be under the opposite end when you're scoring it.
Here, lovely finish, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very tidy.
I mean, most forwards, you'll tell me, but most forwards, certainly when I played a long time ago, I'd have lashed that. And she just like placed it off the front of her boot into the corner, a little touch. It was beautiful. In
your head, you're always saying, I'll go for the placement, but power usually goes.
Yeah, exactly.
First.
So that's a sign of class, really.
Yeah.
Atkinson has won it, and she's taken her solo and goal for Monaghan in their first real attack of the game, and that was a foul on Avian McCormick, and she will get her free. No solo and goal, they'll just come out. And Murren getting to know Sarah Murphy there, the number 28, so Sarah Murphy maybe brought in to track Murren Atkinson and watch her. They maybe identified her as Monaghan's key player.
Yeah, I'd imagine Ashley Rowan must be carrying an injury. She's playing with the Westmeath Camogie team as well.
Here, they need to watch that. That's in and around there on the bounce, on the rebound, but they get away with it. Westmeath. And yeah, Ashley Rowan must be injured, you're right, but Sarah, as you were saying, she's been injured, but back in the team, worthy of replacing. They've given her that job today. We'll see if she follows Murren throughout the game, but
sure, is a strong footballer. Yeah, I'd say she will pick her.
Loads of room over here. Vicky Carr with a good ball out to the
Lucy.
Far side. Is that Lucy?
Yep.
It is Lucy Power again, and feeds it to Pip Ruan. Do you call her Pip or Philippa? I think it's Pip,
call her Pip, yeah.
Pip, yeah. And now
Katie
Kilmurray, 3 players closing in on her. She's under pressure, but does really well. Fabulous young player, still a minor, I believe.
She's a great footballer, yeah.
Yeah, saw her a couple of years ago in the minors, or maybe it was just last year. Fabulous player.
Yeah.
And the sister, is it Kiva Kilmurray's a sister as well?
Kiva's her cousin, yeah.
Cousin, is it? Cousin, yeah. All right. You have enough sisters. Yeah. Like the McCartans.
The McCartans.
Vicky Carr now 2 goals in the Leinster final. Lucy McCartan spreads it out to that far side to Aoife Keegan. Gets it again. Lovely 1-2, and lots of Monaghan players there, but they found a way through, and it's a second goal for Westmeath. Brilliant start. We're only 4 minutes into the championship, and the team that lost in the semi-final, that heartbreak loss last year, they are back with a real statement start to this game, and it's Katie Kilmurray from just up the road here, St. Loman's, still a minor footballer. And was it Aoife Keegan, actually, who set her up. So 2 of the young girls coming through.
Yeah, Aoife Keegan and Rebecca Higgins there. It was really quick hands between the 2 girls, and then to get it off to Katie. And once Katie's in that area, she's not going to miss a goal chance.
Yeah, really calm finishes from both players. Now Monaghan with McCormick trying to at least get something on the board, and they might have got more than a point there. They were very unlucky that bounce, but it was well watched. And I think it was Aoife Keegan back there, actually. No,
Sarah
it wasn't.
Murphy.
It was Sarah Murphy back there. Yeah. Well, 2 goals to no score. Really unusual score after 5 minutes, but brilliant football so far, and a dramatic start to the championship. Sometimes it can be a low-key start, but this is a pretty amazing start for Westmeath. We were talking about the effect from the men's game here last night. 11,000 people in the stadium, and definitely it's continuing today. Now this is Cora Courtney, and she's dictating the play and doing what Cora Courtney does. It's great to see her back, but they've a job now, the whole team, and Cora just settling the whole thing down and getting more players involved, so it's not just gung-ho. They need that sort of experience now after conceding those 2 early goals. This is Casey Traynor. She's trying to find a way through, and she'll go for her own score here, but that's a poor enough effort at the end of all that, and they just need to settle themselves a little bit. Kick out trying to go really quickly, but yeah, you have the experience there of Cora Courtney trying to cool it down for them, and that's what they need, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose they're against the wind as well, so she's probably thinking to keep the ball for a little while and work that score. Probably just a bit of a rush of blood there to take the shot on against the wind.
And the kick out from the goalkeeper, Aoife Temple, is good. It's accurate, and Lucy McCartan coming to pick it up and delivers that quick ball into the forwards. And it's Rebecca Higgins who delivers it again. Am I imagining it, or are Westmeath trying to just move the ball as quickly as they possibly can? Not just from the solo and go, but they're kick passing it in as quickly as they can.
Yeah, that was brilliant. I suppose they're trying to use the elements in their favour as well. Lucy McCartan just took a quick look up and gave the ball in. Great hands by the girls inside as well.
It's a good brand of football. I think I saw it in the Leinster final as well. Maybe it's confidence as well, but they're just letting it in. And you know, there's no way you can counter that, never mind what sort of tactics you have. If you can let the ball in and you have good forwards, you're in business.
Yeah, the 3 girls inside are so good at winning that primary possession and then working off each other as well.
It's low. They don't want to score points today. They've just got the 2 goals, and I'm sure she wasn't going for that. Now she might get more here, and Monaghan are in all sorts of bother back there, and the referee is he actually, what's he awarding here? He's coming in.
What he's doing there.
Not sure what way that is going. It's a free in, yeah. I thought he was giving free in. Didn't look like a free out, so he's given a free against the goalkeeper here. Well, we nearly saw the culmination of that. You maybe saw it the first time, and Monaghan getting a second chance at it here, and no doubt Sarah will put this one over. Now I don't know why they're looking over at the side here. They're looking over towards the bench.
There's an injury here.
Oh, it's away over there. Is an injury, a Westmeath injury, yeah.
I think it's Lara McCartan.
Oh yeah, it is, yeah. Yeah, she doesn't look good. She's gingerly walking off the field there on the far side, and big crowd in the stand there actually. We're not talking 11,000 for last night, but it's a good crowd.
Yeah, there's a nice little crowd over there. It's the same with the Leinster final. There was a good crowd at the Leinster final that I was at.
Yeah, we noticed actually online there were more people online watching than even in the senior championship games in Leinster, like Dublin Meath, Kildare Meath, more than the Westmeath game, and I think it was the Westmeath effect.
Yeah, there was a lot of people at the stadium, Mike, because a couple of the girls, we went down to it, and I thought it was lovely to see such a crowd. But like I said, it was the weekend that was in it. There was the girls' final, then the men's final. I think everyone kind of tried to get behind both teams.
Yeah.
And the Camogie the previous weekend.
Yeah, no, it was good to see them. Yeah, well, now they have got a point. So 2 goals and a point to no score, and Monaghan creating their own problems there at the back and just need to get their hands on the ball. But even as they do that, they have to go back because there's a substitution now, and it's Lara McCartan has gone off, Karen. And who's coming in there?
Sandra McQuaid from Shandon is after coming in there now.
And they've moved players around a little bit, and the sub who's come in has gone straight on to Miriam Atkinson actually. Yeah. And that's released Chloe Kelly, who was marking her, so they've sent her in. So it's not necessarily Sarah Murphy. It's not easy to say that. But it is Monaghan with the ball now with Jennifer Duffy going forward. And now Amy Jo Kieran's has got it out to Anya McQuaid. That's a Ahabog connection with those two players, and indeed the managers from there as well. Cora Courtney releases it in behind, and she has got a goal chance here if they get through. Now, there was definitely a foul there, and the referee spotted it, so it's going to be a free in. So they should get something out of this, Monaghan, and it was Cora Courtney again, a little bit of genius there. Look at this pop ball over the top. Took about 3 or 4 players out, and a rather crude tackle there, and it was Sandra McWade, not McQuaid, McWade. Yeah, and she, I take it she would have got ticked for that.
Probably, I'd say.
Yeah. So
Cora did well there. She attracted the 4 the Westmeath defenders really and slipped it over.
It's taken exactly 10 minutes, but Monaghan are on the board with their first score up to 2026 TG4 All-Ireland Championship. Aoife Temple coming out now, goalkeeper from Athlone, had a really good Leinster final. And where's she going with this? Oh, just about made it there to Tracy Dillon, and that takes cool and calm goalkeeping there to do that, and that's what she was good at in that example. They get it up to Lucy McCartan, whose sister has gone off injured, but Lucy Power now coming up and joining the attack as she tends to do. Someone else's mind in the house at the back. And I see now off camera there, Karen, around the full back area, they do now Monaghan have a structure in there. The players sitting in there, plus ones, I think they call them, sitting in there marking that area, but they weren't there in the first 10 seconds and were caught out. This is Lucy McCartan again, taking on, but she's lost it. Rather been dispossessed. And this is Maeve Monaghan. And now Monaghan's turn to come out, and good pressure coming back though, and the referee says play on. So Aoife Keegan and Pippa Ruan did well there to get a turnover, and there have been a lot of turnovers from Westmeath. They're working really hard and really effectively, but that ball isn't there, it isn't available anymore to just put it in there. There's no one in around the full forward area at the minute, so they'll just take their time and work it, and they have worked it to Power. And this is a run by Vicky Carr, and an effort from distance. This looks just to the left, is it, or is it just inside? No, it's just to the left and wide.
Yeah, it was nice hands by the 2 girls and a good loop by Katie to take the score and chance. It was definitely on, just drifted to the left.
Goalkeeper a bit annoyed with herself there, and she hasn't really settled, and that's kind of been the way Monaghan have been so far. They just haven't settled, but you know, they've been under such pressure, it's understandable.
Yeah.
And under pressure again. And this is Katie Kilmurray under pressure and turned over, and Monaghan's defence have done quite well. They've won quite a lot of ball in there.
Yeah, now that they've the numbers there, they are getting a quite a number of dispossessions, just as I say it.
Yeah, and there's another sign of it just not settling, and the solo and goal being used to good effect for Westmeath. Sarah Dillon with that familiar dummy, and actually she's been penalised for holding the other player here. And as a forwards, what do you think of that one, Karen?
Didn't catch the hold. Maybe.
I'm thinking Madueke last night in the Champions League final when he was going to get a penalty. I think he lost it because of that too. Yeah. So you're sort of holding a player off with one hand and holding the ball with the other, and it's given against you. Now there's another hold up here because Murren Atkinson is injured or getting a bit of treatment.
Is it?
Oh, 24, not 14 for Monaghan. It is Aoife Burns over that far side. She's okay to continue though. That's what the brief stoppage was for. Monaghan for Monaghan, and Lauren Garland now, and they are trying to get a foothold in this game, but it's easier said than done. Getting over halfway, strong challenge coming in, and Tracy Dillon penalised. They take it quickly, as you can do, and good run, good strong running by Jennifer Duffy, but Westmeath getting so many players back in there, and in the end it's a free out. The boot went in there when the ball was loose, and the Westmeath player was trying to go down. Now Aoife Keegan was trying to take the solo and goal, but it was too far away from the original position. I think that was probably it, the 4 metres. Westmeath still have it and get it out to Fiona Coyle. Fiona has support from Chloe Kelly. They're not releasing it just in now, and do you know what, off camera I can see so many Monaghan players back. It's incredible. They're coming in the shot now, but they've got so many players back in defence. And that's a great block by Lauren Garland coming over there. Yeah, maybe they've just got the word from the sideline or maybe it's just the way the game has gone. They're rushing back into defence. But
fairness, the quick ball in, they need to try cancel it out. And the numbers are stopping that.
And maybe that's the reason why they're sort of been so defensive minded now. They know they're fearing the worst when Westmeath get a chance. They're just trying to get everybody back. She's going for the 2-pointer, Anna. Well, why not? Why not try it? She got one off the ground, of course, but we'll see the block again here, will we? Yeah, Lauren Garland. Now, what's she going to do with a kick out here? She must be feeling the pressure a little bit here from the Westmeath press. And just goes for the nice short one in the end and gets it to Anya McQuaid easily enough. That's just what they need to do. Now, it's the other Garland. It's Amy Garland. And she's got Maeve Monaghan there if she needs. And they do get it to Maeve. And now to Anya Lockman. Back to the goalkeeper. So Westmeath pressing, but not too hard, and Monaghan just managing to get out on this near side from us. Now they get it up to Cora Courtney. Strong challenge coming in from behind, but too strong from Sandra McWade. Cora Courtney gets it again. And, oh, my match programme is gone, has it? It's just blowing out of here, but you've got another one. We'll maybe sellotape that one down. So there is definitely a bit of a breeze here. This is Atkinson now, as Monaghan try and get their first score. They haven't scored from play. They've got one from a free, but their first score from play would be nice for them. And it was well worked from Cora Courtney, but in the end, the shot from Amy Jo Kieran's was weak and into the goalkeeper's arms, and the shot selection hasn't been 100%, it has to be said.
No, it's a tricky wind out there as well. It is quite strong, and maybe girls aren't realising it.
Yeah.
Takes a while to get used to it.
Yeah, and it's partly the pressure from the Westmeath defence, but also just the way the game is going. They're just a little bit anxious. They just need to settle a little bit. Aoife Keegan now for Westmeath with lots of room in front of her to run into. Monaghan defenders getting across, but Dylan... Lovely is the word, Karen, because you know when you get it to her that she's just going to do that. It must be great for a team, even though there's so many defenders around. You just know what she can do, and stopping it is almost impossible. It's
impossible to stop that loop run, and it's Sarah's so efficient at it, and the girls just know when she goes around you that you just give her the ball and it'll be popped over the bar.
And the previous time she went to do that and then dummied, she can do it off either side, so it must be a nightmare for defence. She just has that kicking. Not a lot of ladies footballers have that sort of kick from distance that you know it's almost always going to go over from a good distance. So they've got it back, and it's Lucy McCartan now. They have a chance here of maybe another goal. Westmeath, are they going to be happy with a point? No, they're going for goal, but over carrying, and that looked like it was almost certain to be another goal. Let's have a look at it here, Karen. Where was the over carrying? Was it there, I guess?
Yeah, just on the fifth, maybe. Shoot.
Yeah.
Probably caught in 2 minds to pass it or go herself.
Maybe. 2-2 to 1. They've still got a good 7-point lead. And we are 17 minutes in. This is Anya McQuaid for Monaghan. Looking for Cora Courtney again, but well read by Fiona Coyle. And they are trying to stop Cora Courtney getting on the ball. Clearly the last two have gone in there and they've come in and won both of them, one illegally, but they've won both of them and stopped her getting possession. Yes. That's a good ball in again. And it's McCartan. She doesn't score many points. She's usually the provider and goes for a shot and goes left and wide. I'm thinking from a Monaghan point of view, Karen, maybe do they need Cora Courtney a bit further out the field? I mean, she's usually the playmaker, but she's just not getting enough ball in there for me. Or maybe, I don't know why she's been playing, they're playing her so deep in there.
Yeah, I would have thought maybe when they're against the wind especially that they might move her out a bit. Maybe they were thinking that she also could do a lot of damage with all that space, and they're being well marshalled by Fiona Coyle there, and they'd be actually a good duel, the two of them.
True.
Good match for each other.
Maybe she wasn't due to start. Maybe she's not fully fit or something, you know. Maybe there's something in that as well. Now the goalkeeper here under this press again. Where does she go? In the end, she elects to hit it long, and Westmeath pounce on it, and that's a great knock forward as well, and it might even go over the goalkeeper's head. Well, it does, but not into the net, goes over the bar. And I keep looking at the goalkeeper here, and she sort of sums up the way Monaghan are at the minute. She's going, crikey, what do we do? This team from Westmeath, they're firing everything at me here. They're making this day a bit of a nightmare.
I think they're not sure if it's a 1 or a 2.
Oh, that's what it is.
I was trying to look at the replay there.
Did it show? No.
Oh. Yeah, it's going to show it again here.
Yeah.
No,
this is the earlier chance, is it? Let's see if we can get that maybe and watch it again. Is this it? This is it.
This
here.
Is it
and then
here.
the knock forward.
I think her foot is just.
Oh no, she had left foot in. Yeah, you're right. Left foot was in. So that's not. It shouldn't be.
Yeah, well, I give it. I give it.
Oh, he's giving it.
Yeah.
He's giving it. He's giving it.
Her foot was on the line. I don't know.
No, but to be fair, they're not watching the replay.
The Lions person's after seeing it.
No, maybe they're saying he's going to change it. They are changing it. Well, fair play to the Lions person. That's Kelly Cunningham. And Kelly has gone in and said no, and that's a great spot because, as I say, she's not watching the replay that we have, but there was definitely 1 foot in.
Yeah, just inside. I'd say Sarah might now know that she has the range though, so that can be a dangerous thing as well.
True, absolutely, yeah. But a bit of a let-off there, and with the previous one for Monaghan, they're just about holding on here and hanging in, but they're under serious pressure from Westmeath. Yeah, Westmeath at home and with the breeze as well, so maybe the next 10 minutes will be really, really important in this game. Monaghan really need to stay in at the half-time. Now, you're being a bit biased there, Karen. You sound like you're the Westmeath supporter there. You're like, oh no. But you're only
just that Monaghan gave away possession there, actually, was why I was making that noise.
Oh, well, that what it was? Okay, yeah, fair enough.
They were in primary possession and just too small of a space, and Westmeath girl overturned them.
Yeah. And loads.
Look
at the room out here. No, I'm only joking. Look at the room out here for Westmeath. Now, she's ended up having to stretch to get it, and she does just about. It's a really open game.
It's very open. There's a lot of space on both wings, actually. The far side is open a lot with Anna Jones over there.
Yeah. But it's actually hot and must be hard going out there. I can see players sort of not going back with the same speed as they were earlier on. It's tough going, but hey, it's championship.
Yeah.
And this is in a group of 3 teams, Louth there as well, so they both play Louth in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think Westmeath have them next weekend.
They do, yeah. Away, I think.
Yeah.
And then Monaghan have them on the 14th.
Must be at home for Monaghan, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I would imagine, yeah.
One home away.
And then the quarterfinals are on the 28th of June.
Okay.
And before you know it, the finals on August 2nd. Both of these teams lost the semi-finals last year. I mean, everybody talks about Westmeath losing it, but people forget Monaghan lost the intermediate semi-final last year too. They got beat by Laois.
Yeah.
So they were both close enough last year. Now that's going to be intercepted, and Westmeath have a chance to counter.
Yeah.
Now, will they launch it in? They don't need to, because they have a couple of players over here, and that's a really good, intelligent ball to Anna Jones, and now she puts it in there. It's 3 against 3 in there, and now Sarah's got it, and Sarah's, I thought she was going to be through, but she's come back in herself, and that's a good ball. There's definitely a goal on here. She drills it, and she puts it over the bar, Katie Kilmurray, but that could easily have been another goal for Westmeath. And as I say, Monaghan struggling to stay in this game. Here she could, I suppose she went for the black spot, thinking it might go under, it might go over, and she got her point.
Yeah, I'd say she was thinking she might go for the goal, but point is good too.
And she's got it, so it's 2-4 to 1, so 9-point game. And this is Orna Kelly. She gets it out to Aoibhinn McCormick, who's come all the way back to right corner back to get a bit of possession. Now down the line here, they have Aoife Burns. There's a player down after the challenge before that. The referee says play on, so we do that. Cora Courtney comes out to collect, being tracked by Fiona Coyle. She wants to go onto that right side, and she does. Just holds it up. Keeps calm, keeps possession, tries to use the space, trying to bring other players into it, and there's a ball in. But it's been won back for Westmeath and delivered down the line and delivered to McCartan, and again drilled down. It's fabulous to watch this kind. It's like old style football here. It's great to watch when they deliver it this quickly and they might get a goal out of it. Looked like Sarah Dillon was going to get a touch on it there, but didn't, and now the referee is going to hold it up for the injury out here to Anya McQuaid. Let's see this chance again here, Karen. She must have been close. Yeah,
I'd say it was close enough. It was a good thought there. It was a nice quick football. When Westmeath actually moved the ball quick, they're creating a lot of chances.
Yeah, it just sort of bounced in front of her there, and just
the wind might have taken it that bit ahead of her as well, because it is going in that direction.
True, yeah. So a little bit of a hold up here. So as I was saying, the finals on August the 2nd, semi-finals in July the 12th. So it'll come round quickly enough. It'll all happen pretty quickly. And the ambition for both is to get to that final on the 2nd of August, of course. You played in 2 All-Ireland's intermediate finals, yeah? 2011, 2021?
Yeah.
Or 3? Was there 3? Or the Meath one as well?
2020, the Meath one.
2020, yeah.
So
the COVID one?
Yeah. Sandra McQuaid might be in a little bit of bother here.
Yeah, I see that, the referee. And again, it's the linesperson coming in. It's the other linesperson this time, and he's had a word with the ref. And so it must have been a late challenge there.
She kind of went to block the ball, but caught the girl. I just will be worried she might be on a tick already. I just have to get in a sin bin.
It's a yellow card, yeah. So Westmeath down to 14 players. With how long ago? About 6 minutes, so she'll not be back on until the second half, so that adds a little bit more spice to it for the end of this half. Now, I had a message earlier telling me that the number 15 jersey has been used today, but excuse me, but Leanne Maguire isn't playing.
No.
So maybe someone else is taking the jersey. Anyway, I'm just checking the other messages here and your comments on the live streams. Just checking what people are saying, and everything's going okay there, and it seems good. It's available on LGFA YouTube and on LGFA Facebook, this free to view live stream marking the start of the championship. Well, at intermediate level, I know the junior game was yesterday. Sligo were first up against London in that game at midday, but today they start for a good number of teams. There's other games on today. Cavan, Roscommon as well in the intermediate championship also started at 2 o'clock, and Leitrim against Wicklow. But let's go back to the play for now, because Monaghan have it, and they just have 1 point on the board. Going for a 2-pointer though, Marianne Atkinson, and puts it to the right and just wide, but you see what she was trying to do there, and that would have been their first score from play. They would have needed that just to lift them a little bit, but instead it's gone wide. And Aoife Temple, now where's she going to go with this kick out? Monaghan's turn to press really high, and they're doing that, but the goalkeeper does really well, and the mark is available. She didn't take it. The whistle went anyway for it, but you often see the mark isn't taken anyway, but the ref has to blow the whistle, and that's what happened there. It was outside the arc. This is Anna Jones, and Westmeath finding lots of room to come forward with Chloe Kelly. Chloe has it and gets it to Vicky Carr, who was appealing for it and got it, but Chloe's still going, and she has gone past Sarah Dillon, and that's a great pass over to the middle. Actually, maybe it's not a great pass. I thought it was, but it's been intercepted for Monaghan. They have a chance to break here. And good strong running, but definitely a rather cynical challenge to stop her there, and she's down, so she can't take advantage of the solo and goal because she was hurt. And it's got to be, you would imagine, a tick for that, because Monaghan were in transition there, and that's what the new rules are for. But as I say, and there was no, that sort of takes the, you know, if a player's injured and a teammate can take it, the solo and go, but there was no one around that took it. No one.
They weren't breaking in numbers there. I'm not sure there was much options ahead of her anyway, but there was good turnover by Monaghan all the same.
Now, look who's up there, Anya Lockman, the number 2, goes for it again, and she's wide. It's just not happening for Monaghan. They've had 4 or 5 chances that have dropped short or gone wide.
Yeah.
It is
a very, very strong wind, I would say, down there. Usually in Cusack, when you're on the pitch, it's actually much stronger than when we're up here even.
No press there. They were able to get that rather easily, Westmeath, from that kick out. So there are 14 players, but you don't really notice it sometimes, and you don't notice it at the minute. And there's that ball being delivered again quickly and accurately. Look how fast they move the ball. Really impressive. And Lucy Power gets it back to Tracy Dillon. Loads of room out here for Aoife Keegan. You'd think they had the extra player, Westmeath. And it's Keegan. Now Monaghan have drifted a lot of players back in the middle, but Vicky Carr goes through the middle. And that's going to be a free out, and there's the solo and goal being enacted quickly for Monaghan. Can they finish with something at the end of this half to give them a little bit of hope for the second half? This is McCormick. McCormick has support there from Kieran's, but after that there's not much there. Oh, hold on, Courtney has it now, and she's done the right thing by spreading it out to that far side, and it's all broken down, and Westmeath are going to win that back, and they do.
Yeah, McCormick's working really hard there in the wing for Monaghan. She's been carrying a lot of ball up. Unlucky there not to get a score at the end of that move. Yeah,
they seem to sort of run into
bodies.
Yeah, they seem to do that, and they don't spread the play as much, and maybe just not getting the numbers up, but it's such tough going out there. I don't mean to be harsh on them at all. And that's well won back actually by Niamh Flanagan for Monaghan.
And so it's a real numbers forward this time, so they might actually work something from it.
It's so open, and it's end to end, isn't it? You know?
Yeah.
This is Kieran's again coming forward for Monaghan, but it's around here they just can't seem to get in close enough.
Yeah, Westmeath, they're putting huge pressure on there as well. They're getting numbers back too on both sides. It's really flooding that D area to try and get limit the scoring chances.
So is there a scoring goals here, and is it over to the left usually?
Yeah, today I'd be saying it's definitely to the left, and last night was the same, just the way the wind is.
Now, this is Chloe McBride. Oh, and that's gone well to the left as well. Is it just the breeze, or is this what happens sometimes in teams, when you're playing and it's almost like the morale is low or something, and the confidence is low, and those normally would go over? Yeah,
especially, I suppose, in a game when you concede a goal early on, it's very hard to lift the heads again, but Monaghan, it might just take, if they get one more score, especially when they start going with the wind, it might kind of boost them and get them a few scores on the board.
I guess it's home advantage as well. This is where it comes in. They don't know the ground as well.
And Westmeath, they're, I suppose, coming off the back of winning Leinster, they're off a couple of wins in a row. It actually really lifts the team.
So it's 2-4 to a point, and the 2 goals were in the first 4 minutes. So since then, it's been 4-1. And Westmeath have had their chances, not for a while now. For the last 5 or 6 minutes, they haven't really had a chance. But you can just see even the way Sarah Dillon's putting her hand up. They're just so confident at the minute and in charge of this game. But they also haven't pulled away as much as they could. And do you think maybe they need to press on the last few minutes and get a bit more on the board? I think it's a good lead, but maybe they should be pushing to try and get further ahead.
They might be a bit cautious as well because they are one player down.
True.
But yeah, maybe using the wind a bit now for the last few minutes might be.
Well, they look like they're keeping ball here.
Yeah.
Taking their time. It's a bit of a stalemate right now, but
find the gaps.
Yeah, Westmeath. Well, there's no one in there. I mean,
no, there's nobody inside.
There's nobody.
Becca Higgins is the far side, but she's outside the 21 as well.
She's the nearest to the goal. And Anna Jones is creeping up the left-hand side away over in the corner, but she's miles away from the play. But there's nobody.
Anna might dip in there now for a high ball, I'd say.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Yeah, she's sneaking in there, but I saw her.
Yeah.
Aoife Keegan now over this side. But yeah, Monaghan got all their players back, and Pip Ruan is actually gone in there now as well.
Yeah.
Maybe they rotate it and say, you go in this time. That's Vicky Carr again. But yeah, they're not forcing the issue here at all. You'd think it was the end of the game and they're trying to win it.
Up by 1 point.
Yeah. So it looks like we're just going to do this until we get to half-time. And
Sarah might attack a line here.
Oh, here
Vicky's
we go.
Gone.
Got it to Sarah, and she moves it quickly into Vicky Carr. And Vicky might go for a score. No, it's dead. Is
Philippa.
It is Philippa. Has she got her score?
No.
It was patient play.
Yeah.
But
and Pip's well able to score from there, so she was right to take the scoring chance. Just drifted wide as well. It wasn't too far off.
Yeah, it was interesting the way she's just sort of popped up over in that right corner forward position.
Yeah. Saw the gap, I suppose.
And Monaghan trying to break them. We're 2 minutes into added time at the end of the half. They'd love a wee score at the end here just to give them a little bit of hope. And they'll go in and maybe have their hopes up a little bit. But Westmeath again getting all the players back, and Monaghan need to have the right shot selection because they have been quite wasteful. Cora comes over to take it and try and to manufacture something, a little 1-2, but it doesn't quite come off. But she's just trying to angle something, and it's just gone to a stalemate again. Westmeath have their players in there, they've everything covered, or so they think. Murren, will she try another 2-pointer? Nope, she's come inside. Maybe one will do if she can get that. That's a good effort. No, it's not. I thought it was maybe heading for the top corner, but it's dropped short again. And it's a free out for a foul on the goalkeeper.
Yeah, just a final pass for Monaghan seems to be going astray. Even when they were building fast there, it was one hand pass that ended up on the ground and broke the momentum they had.
Yeah, that's it. The momentum just sort of seems to die when they get up around there. And the other thing that's interesting is that Westmeath haven't given away many frees in there. Sometimes you don't have to tackle. Sometimes you just keep the defenders there and let them make the mistake. And they've let Monaghan do that quite a lot. Now there must have been something said there because they've moved the ball well up the field.
Yeah, I think a Monaghan player just objected to the free.
Anna Jones.
Give it to Kate.
Take her time, but yeah, it's interesting. The game has just sort of died a little bit in the last few minutes. This is Katie Kilmurray. And again, a lot of Monaghan players back. All in there. And they're maybe thinking, let's hold this to half time. This is Lucy Power. What are we now? 4? Yeah, we played 4 extra minutes. Well, there were a few stoppages, all right, but should be more or less the last minute now.
Yeah, I didn't think there was too many stoppages. I suppose we had actually the one this side and the 2-point chat.
Kelly then. McCartan. Lucy McCartan. The brothers played last night, yeah? The 2 boys.
Danny's actually injured at the minute, but
Oh, is he?
Sam was playing.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
right,
in a
okay.
boot. He has a stress fracture, but
Oh, has he?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, God.
Sam was playing, and then Lucy.
Was that from the Leinster final?
Yeah, I think it happened in the warm-up, actually, the Leinster
way.
final. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. Well, there's half-time here in the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Championship, and it's been a good first half. There's a goal right at the start again. Caught them cold. Lovely finish from Sarah Dillon. And that's Aoife Keegan linking up with Higgins for the second goal on a plate there for Kilmurray. Nice finish as well. So those are 2 goals in the first half. And that is Aoife Keegan coming through again. And Sarah Dillon with another point. Some great scores. But the last 10 minutes or so, it sort of tailed off. This was the 2-pointer effort. She just stepped inside, so it was just the 1-pointer,
inside, yeah.
but still a score. Elsewhere, by the way, Antrim leading Offaly 1-5-2. Carlow leading Limerick 2-5 to 1-3. Leitrim leading Wicklow. This is in the Intermediate Championship, of course, 1-9 to 1-1. So Leitrim going well there. And where else have we got? Cavan Roscommon 5 points to 0 after 15 minutes for Cavan. Leah Fox got the goal for Leitrim. And that's you pretty much up to date in the rest of the games as far as I can see. So also in the junior championship today, you have Longford against Kilkenny, so Carlow, Limerick, Antrim, Offaly, and then in the intermediate, Cavan Roscommon and Leitrim against Wicklow. But that's it for now from here. We'll take a break and be back in about 7 or 8 minutes. Welcome back to TEG Cusack Park for the second half. It's 240 a point for Westmeath, who are out on the field. No sign of Monaghan yet, so I'll give you the other half times that have been kindly just sent to me by Aisling. And it's the under 20 championship on today. Cork 9 points, Meath 2-4, so Meath winning by a point there. Dublin 3-7, Galway 1-5 in that one. And what else? Karen Haggerty is with me here. Karen, you talk amongst yourself while I try and find these other scores here. But intermediate championship, your thoughts actually on the intermediate championship? Cavan, it's always really tight, the intermediate, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always very tight. I suppose looking at league form as well, and then the interprovincial championships, you'll be looking at Cavan being very strong. They won their Ulster championship and they were in the league final as well.
Yeah, they're beating Roscommon 8-5.
Yeah, it's a tight game. Roscommon are always very strong as well. So yeah, I'd say it'll be a good championship. It'll be interesting.
And Leitrim 110, Wicklow 1-1. I mean, Leitrim were obviously lower than that for a few years, but then they won the intermediate a couple of years ago. You know,
they only came back up from came back down from senior,
right.
so they'll obviously be looking to jump straight back up, because it's very hard when you go down into intermediate to get back up into senior championship.
True.
Which I suppose all the teams will be pushing for now. And it's always nice on the first day to get a win.
Yeah.
Try and top your group.
And then you've got Louth waiting for these two. I mean, Louth are a very good team as well, and that'll be a local derby, Monaghan against Louth. That's in 2 weeks. But next week it's Louth at home to Westmeath, so all the more reason to get a result today, because you don't want to be going to Louth to try and stay in the championship.
Yeah, try and chase a win. Hopefully Westmeath will do that to get a victory there. They'll be looking to really push on from the Leinster final, and they were so impressive that day. And the first half today they've been very good as well. Be interesting to see now against the wind. It is quite strong. See will Monaghan push on. Like Muireann Atkinson had a few chances there, and maybe they'll go the right side of the post now this time in this half, and it'll only take a couple of those scores to get back into it.
So you're a little bit fearsome from a Westmeath point of view that there could be, if Monaghan get a good start here.
Yeah, just the first 10 minutes are going to be crucial. Westmeath have the end of a sin bin, I'd say. Is there 3 minutes or that left in that? So this first few minutes is going to be crucial.
Two substitutions at half time.
2 subs coming on. Let's hear this Monaghan.
Number 5, Emer Trainer replaces number 2, Anya Lockman.
I don't know if you're hearing that, but that's Emer Trainer in for Anya Lockman. Jodie McQuillan, 28. And for Niamh Flanagan. Now, I don't know if you know Jodie McQuillan, Karen, but she's a super young player. She had a burst through about 3 or 4 years ago, maybe not even that far back. I think a minor captain, is good, strong forward, really good player, you know.
Yeah, good.
So that could be interesting, and they might want to throw a few high balls in there themselves, Monaghan, because that's what Westmeath did at the start of the game and got a goal within 30 seconds for Sarah Dillon. So Monaghan might be encouraged to try the same. And I see 24 Aoife Burns head in that direction too, and this is Amy Jo Kieran's, and Monaghan trying to make a good start to this second half, and this is already better than the first half. She's going for a 2-pointer, you know, and it's Lauren Garland. She's hanging it up and throwing it in there anyway, and why not with that breeze? So we're probably told at half time, give it a go.
Yeah, probably to try and see what the range is, see is the wind that strong, and judging by the flags on the pitch there, it does seem to be moving quite strongly in favour of Monaghan for this half.
Is it a problem maybe in ladies football sometimes, because they've had tried 2 now and they've not worked? Maybe, you know, maybe you're better working it in and just going for the 1 than the 2, especially when you don't really need it, you know? Yeah,
definitely, I think. And I was talking to some of the players like Anna Jones, and she was saying a lot of people were going for the 2s, and some of them maybe dipping in as a goal either. So it's a bit harder to gauge it.
Yeah,
well, Sandra McQuaid's back in, so Westmeath are back to 15.
They are. I mean, I think it was because there was so much added time at the end of the first half. Yeah, I mean, there's another effort at one. Yeah, it's just, or maybe they're just trying to launch it in there for the full forward. But it's a low percentage success rate from the 2-pointers, and you know you have to take it outside. And maybe you're better just making sure the 1-pointers and let them happen if they happen.
Yeah, when it really opens up, probably now Monaghan should have worked 2 scores there, and it might have been.
Yeah, so they made a good start there, but then you're not getting a score at all, and sometimes you just need a score. I mean, they've only scored 1 point in the whole game.
Yeah.
But maybe it'll come for them. As I say, they've made a couple of changes at half-time. But Westmeath have weathered that mini storm, if we can call it that.
That's Lucy Power.
Yeah, here she comes again. She loves getting forward, she really does. And this is Vicky Carr. Vicky got 2 goals in the Leinster final, and looking for
Sarah Dillon.
that the referee says no, play on, and it's a little bit aimless in the end, and Monaghan going to get a chance to get out from this one. And that's 25 back there. There's so many different numbers out there now, but that is Emer Trainer who came on at half time. But Westmeath have got it back, and this is Katie Kilmurray. Got a goal in the first half and upended there by Emer Trainer, so it's going to be a free in.
Yeah, that was a good dispossession by well, a kind of stray pass, and Katie made use of it.
Yeah, and rather crude challenge there to stop her in her tracks, and she's not moving it outside here, Karen. And she's capable of putting it over. She did this in the Leinster final, but maybe she's thinking with the breeze here, I'm not going to take it outside the arc, I'll just take my point.
Yeah, the breeze is very strong.
But yeah, this is the exact same sort of position for the one in the Leinster final. She's put that over to the left, and that's exactly what happened to Monaghan all through the first half.
Yeah, there is a very strong wind. It's kind of swirling nearly as well.
Do you think she was trying to cater for it and maybe overcompensated?
Yeah, maybe, because I would have thought the wind was coming more towards us. Maybe not.
Yeah, it seems to be going that angle, all right, yeah. But tricky, but remains no scores in the second half. But Westmeath knocking on the door. Aoife Keegan coming over to Carr. And Monaghan just sitting in there. Rowan has it out to
Hannah Jones.
She's just taking her time here. And this is a little bit like the last 5 minutes or so of the first half. It was a little bit strange, wasn't it? The game sort of just took a different life, and it wasn't as exciting or as interesting as it was early on. They've maybe just sort of figured each other out, but we haven't had a score for an awful long time.
Yeah, kind of.
Hold on, we'll make it one now. This should be one. She's put it straight at the keeper, but it was great pressure. Was it one of the Garlands got back there? I'm not quite sure. Now, has that been turned over? It's not. And it was Amy Garland who got across to do enough there to put her off. Free out, and she takes the solo and go nice and quickly, and off she goes. That's a perfect example of it.
Very good use of solo and go there.
Yeah, a lot of Westmeath players taken out of it, and that's another way of taking them out of it as well, to put the direct ball in there. But that was great defending. Was it Sarah Murphy?
Sarah Murphy again, yeah, brilliant hand in.
And Aoife Keegan back there.
Yeah, Aoife Keegan's covered a lot of ground today. She's up and down that pitch.
For someone so young, she plays with such experience and maturity, you know.
Yeah, brilliant player.
And this is Lucy McCartan. When was the last time we had a score? I can't even remember it now. It was that long ago. It must have been about 20 minutes in. So it's still 2-4 to 1 point. And Lucy McCartan gets it across to Pip Ruan, and Sarah Dillon comes out. If someone's going to get a score, it's going to be her, but she just can't get the angle. Now maybe she's got the angle. She's inside. That's not going to do. Well, maybe it was a pass, but neither culminated. So Monaghan get a chance again. And this is Casey Trainer, the captain today, trying to make something happen for Monaghan. Well, we talked about the first 10 minutes being important, and Monaghan need to get something here. And so far, it's not happening. It's just a bit of a stalemate, the game. And I think the referee blew, but they kept wrestling. They kept going for it, but it's a free to Monaghan, and they take it quickly. There's no real options up there. There was only this one ball, and she did well to put the ball into her, and she's gone for it right away. Shoot on sight, hoping the breeze would carry it, but it didn't carry from Chloe McBride. And Monaghan still 6 minutes into the game, remain on 1 point, and that from a free.
Yeah, it's been a long time now without any score from either side.
Yeah, it really has. Yeah, it's really strange. You know, the first 20 minutes was so entertaining and such great championship style football, and it's just died off. Yeah,
both teams have kind of sat back a little, I would say.
Do you think that's what it is?
Yeah, not really giving the ball in as quick as
that's lovely play. Is this it? Is this? Oh, that looked like certain to be it. It was great play from Amy
really well
Garland.
there. Yeah, she did really well there. She kind of got
Look at that for a dummy solo. See you later.
Yeah.
That's out of Cora Courtney's skills book, but just must have missed just by the minimum margin. There's a change here. I think they're taking Aoife Burns off Monaghan. They are.
Well, who came on there? Couldn't see.
Can't see just yet. We'll pick it up in a second. They're trying to press as much as they can here. Oh, they've got it. They've got it. Is this a chance? They've got it into Cora Courtney, but just a little bit beyond her. She was on the stretch, and Westmeath survive that. It's just that sort of strange time in the game when it looks like Monaghan just need to get something, And they just agonisingly just go close, and then it doesn't happen for them. It's just not happened for them at all today, and something needs to click sooner or later. Or Westmeath at the other end could get something, but that's poor as well, and it's given away. And both teams have sort of lost their way, certainly in terms of getting scores on the boards, and it's a little bit of a war of attrition at the minute.
A lot of passing has gone astray. It's kind of that last pass is letting both sides down right now.
Yeah,
there's
like that
another
one. Yeah, and that's been easily intercepted. Now here's a chance, and it's Katie Kilmurray for Westmeath. Will they finally break the deadlock? And she crashes into her opponent. I think it was Aoibhinn McCormick. Now, what way is this one going? Before the new rules, this was usually a free out, and
I think
it is a free out still. A foul is still a foul. And he's ticked for that one as well. So it's funny, a lot happening but nothing happening.
Yeah.
For about 15-20 minutes in this game. Maybe this is just championship. And Cora feeds it to Lauren Garland. It's a Donamoyne connection, and they get a free, and they take the solo and go really quickly. Cora, he's calling it back, but she was gone. Well, there was an injury. It was an injury, yeah.
Yeah, head injury in fairness. Yeah,
Cora was on her bike there.
She was clever there to go. The Westmeath events had gone.
Now, this is around the arc, obviously. I wonder, would they be tempted? Get Eva Sherry. Could maybe try one from around there. I haven't actually mentioned Eva Sherry that much so far, and they've Jodie McQuillan over this side. They've good forwards out there.
Looks like Chloe McBride is one.
Chloe McBride takes them, yeah. Is Eva Sherry even out there? I'm confused now. Maybe she didn't start. Maybe that's why I haven't mentioned her. That would make sense. But yeah, Chloe's been hitting them, and she hit one from play a minute ago and didn't quite make it. But look, she's on the arc anyway. You may as well have a go. Is it Lauren Garland, I think, is injured there? And that doesn't look good, the way they're bringing her over to the side, and she's a key player for them. She's getting a round of applause there. It's never a good sign, though. So I'm just going to move your microphone a little bit, Karen. A little bit. There we go. Here we go. That's us now. Ready for the restart. She is going to take it outside. Yeah. Puts it up there. They could really do with this. And she's put it over the bar. And that's a super score for Monaghan. Now, is this going to be a turning point? That's a 2-pointer, and I believe it's Monaghan's first ever 2-pointer from Chloe McBride, and she could not have timed it better to get her team back into this game.
Yeah, it was a lovely strike, and she actually had even further on it now, so any frees Westmeath concede, they'll be cautious of that. Right,
it's game on. It is all of a sudden 7 points in it, and they're thinking maybe, and it might just lift her teammates, and you see there's an extra intensity to their tackling, and they're all trying to get in there and win the ball, but Westmeath keeping cool and getting it over to Fiona Coyle over on this side, and it might just lift the game completely. We hadn't had a score for, I'd say, 20 minutes, bizarrely enough.
Yeah.
And now we might be in for a good last 20 minutes. A foul on Rebecca Higgins. Now the referee is calling a
sub is coming in. Caoimhe Kilmurray, I think, is coming into the play.
All right, so a cousin of Katie, and she was down to start the Leinster final but wasn't able to, but good to see her back. And who's she in for?
Sandra McQuaid is going off.
Oh yeah. Are you saying McQuaid or McWade?
McQuaid.
It sounds the same.
It kind of sounds the same, doesn't it?
Yeah. I haven't heard that name before, but it says in the programme McWade.
Number 27, Sandra McQuaid.
It sounded the same when he said it too. Now this is Vicky Carr, and look how deep Monaghan have gone. Right inside their 45, all bar the 3 of course, but around the middle of the field it looks like Westmeath could just keep the ball around here for about 5 minutes. There's no one going to come out and challenge them, and that kind of suit Westmeath. It's, you know, you thought there might have been a bit of momentum there for Monaghan, but not so, and they're sort of holding the ball and saying, well, we don't need to force it. If you want it, you're going to have to come and get it. And there's only one coming out, and then Fiona Coyle gets it from Anna Jones. McCartan just feeds it back out again. And Lucy Parr There's only one Monaghan player trying, and she is really trying, and it's Garland. They're toying with him.
Yeah, there's actually a switch on the far side. There's a couple of frees.
Yeah, there is, yeah.
Third.
And that's Kilmurray now.
Keegan, I think, is out the far side as well.
Yeah, what sort of player is she, and where does she normally play? Is she...
Cuiva.
Cuiva, yeah.
Cuiva's kind of a middle third player. She's an excellent footballer, brilliant playmaker, and also can take her own scores off right and left. A really good footballer.
McCartan. Maybe going to try and force something. She runs direct, looking for support off the shoulder, and gets her from Lucy Power, but she runs into trouble. And it's been gobbled up in there, and he's clearly
free, I think.
Free. So there's a push on her, and this should be
Sarah Dillon
should be their first score in what, about half an hour?
I'd say so.
Which is bizarre. I'm sort of including half time in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, a long time. We've been on 2-4 for so long, and now on to 2-5. At last, been nothing to shout about for Westmeath for such a long time, but they've
might
got that
squeeze
one
the
back.
kick out again.
Yeah,
a turnover.
And that's what they're doing. The Westmeath players going high, but one went close to the keeper, and that was Amy Garland, and she got the possession. She's trying to get her team going, and she has got a nice 1-2 going there.
Good ball inside as well.
It is a good ball to Jodie McQuillan. Haven't seen too much of her, but she's gone over to that right hand side after being out on the left, and there's a direct ball in, and what a beautiful ball it is. And Cora Courtney stretching to get there, and the ball just got away from her, but Avie McCormick has picked it up now.
Aoife Temple came well off the line there. That was well read as well. It was a good, clever ball inside and clever run.
Yeah, it looked like Cora was favourite to get it, but yeah, good anticipation by the goalkeeper. And now is it Chloe? No, it's gone to the left, and it's gone wide. She was annoyed with herself there. I just sort of snatched at that a little bit, and it's gone wide. And Monaghan have fallen back a little bit despite having that 2-pointer. So it's 44 minutes gone. 2-5-2-3, and Aoife Temple's kick out is over that right side, and nicely won on the break. Fell kindly for Westmeath. Now over this side, they have Cuiva, Kilmurray, and loads of space. And Monaghan players coming across, and that's number 12.
Tackle.
Yeah, it was Casey Traynor coming back. I thought it was number 2 for a second, but she went off at half time.
Brilliant little tackle there, little hand in.
It really was. And Monaghan with a chance to break, but good defending by Murphy to get out in front there for Westmeath. And I suppose when you look at the scoreline and realise Monaghan have only scored twice, we talked about the wind, we talked about their shooting, but credit has to go to the Westmeath defence as well.
Yeah, any ball that's coming in there, in fairness, Sarah Murphy and Fiona Coyle, who were the two kind of last two back, they're doing some Trojan work, getting out in front of the girls for any long ball in.
And that's McCartan, and that's wide.
Seems to be a tricky wind to judge, especially down at the Dunstores end there.
Yeah, that must be it, to be fair. That's a huge factor. But yeah, it's really bizarre. I'm kind of lost for words at the minute. The first 20 minutes I was kind of excited. You know, it was championship and it felt like a great game. And it's just tailed off into a strange sort of game with not an awful lot happening. Both teams trying their best and trying everything, but not a lot of sort of spectacular finishing and drama.
No, when you look inside, it's very hard to see any pockets of space. Like the first 20 minutes, like I suppose Monaghan, in fairness, they realised the threat that Westmeath have on that inside line, and they've now covered that. So it makes it a bit harder and a bit, I suppose, less exciting to watch. But I suppose
when there's 2 goals in the first 4 minutes, does it as a player, I mean, does it change your individual and team mindset when you're going, oh, hold on, we need to be defensive here, we need to be really careful in this game?
Yeah, it probably just makes it a little bit more cagey, doesn't it?
That was Anna Jones blocked down, and the solo and goal, well, she tried to implement it but wasn't allowed to, and that's Amy Jo Cairns, and it was her who got the block in as well, but a couple of injuries here now. And
I think Cleva Kilmurray might just be winded there. She took a good two girls were just competing for the ball on the ground, but it's just a bit open to the tackle.
Alright, it gives me a chance to talk to you, Karen. How's life?
Life's good.
You enjoying club football?
Yeah, I am. I'm enjoying club football, being back at it. we're in the middle of the league. So
Do you miss this?
yeah, I miss it at times. I'd miss the competitive edge and stuff like that, but a lot of the girls that I grew up playing with there, we finished around the same time. Myself, Ciara and Kelly would have went through the years together, and now we go to the games together, so it's a bit of crack.
Yeah.
But yeah,
'Cause it was a big part of
enjoyed
your
my
life.
time. Yeah, I did 15 years, so I loved it. I'd do it all again, but
Yeah.
I think I've done my time. They'd be wondering why I'd still be there.
You might do a Cora Courtney and come back then.
Yeah, I might. Yeah. put
And
on
was
shorts.
the highlight the 2 intermediate finals, or can you distinguish between them? Was 2011 the big one, really, when you look back
Yeah, I
there?
suppose it was the big one, and that group we I started in 2010 and we hadn't won a game, and we built our way through the ranks, so it was actually, I suppose,
Yeah.
a culmination that we went from Division 4 all the way to Division 1. It was exciting, and it was, I suppose, you're just in the moment, and it's only when you look back that you're like, geez, we were so lucky to be part of it and to be part of that kind of building process in Westmeath.
I remember the 2021, and you were brilliant to win that final. It was a great performance, a really strong team. No
Yeah.
really outstanding individuals as such, but a lot of very good players who were just at a certain age, and then
Yeah.
they all sort of left almost right after that. It was almost like that was the culmination, because you'd lost the final to me the
Yeah, the
previous
year
year and
before.
that, but it was a great team, but they all sort of seemed to leave almost at once at the same time there.
Yeah, there was a big exit of players, but in fairness, I think they've built back up, even in the last couple of years,
Yeah.
and it's a nice mixture now of.
So who was the group that was there? Like, there was about half a dozen of you, was there, from 2011 and 2021?
Yeah, I'm looking at Johanna there. Johanna was with us. Me, Ciara, Kelly, Ciara Blundell, Kelly Boyce, Jordan, Fiona Claffey, Jenny Rogers. There was a great group of us.
Yeah, it really was. But for you
Yeah.
to stick, like, to keep going for 10 years,
Yeah,
you know,
it was.
together, that's a long time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but
And when you got up to senior in the championship, like, there was, you know, years there where it was tough going. It wasn't easy to go up.
no, it wasn't. Dublin were so strong. Cork were so strong. I suppose in Leinster Championship we were facing Dublin in Leinster finals, and some were close, some not as close as you would have liked. But
Yeah, but it must be nice for you to see this team now in such a good place.
yeah, brilliant. And even seeing the underage in Westmeath, like, there is a massive build coming.
Murren Atkinson winning that back for Monaghan,
Yeah.
and here she is again. And she's starting to exert her influence and experience on this game, and that's good play as well by Amy Jo Cairns, and Monaghan threatening a little bit here. They've got their...
Evie McCormack again with great build-up play. She's been phenomenal for them
She
throughout
has
the game.
been, and that's Murren. And Murren has launched one in there, but
She
it's
has a
gone
free
right.
as
But
well.
yeah, well, it was kind of a shot to nothing. I
Yeah.
think she knew she had her free.
She had her advantage, so she's going to pull the trigger.
Just looking elsewhere, Leitrim leading Wicklow 2-14 to 1-2, so they're going to win
Big
that
win,
one.
yeah.
And Cavan, it's level. Roscommon got a goal. You were absolutely right. You said about Roscommon are still dangerous in that game. They've
That's cool.
levelled it after 40 minutes, Cavan and Roscommon in that one. And Carlow beating Limerick quite easily, a goal for Sarah Doyle. Just looking for Antrim as well here, but I can't find that just at the minute. But here's a chance for Chloe, is it again? Yeah, I recognise the orange boots.
Yeah.
Oh, that might drop short. It is
Dropping.
going to drop short. They need to watch it. It could end up in the net, but
Fiona
it's well
Coyle.
watched. Fiona, yeah, and
Cora
gets her
Courtney
free.
has a hold of her as well.
Yeah,
She was right.
and
Didn't allow the fast break.
she needed to be alive there, and she was. It's strange. I mean, Chloe was able to put a 2-pointer over from almost the same angle from further out, obviously, but that one just dropped. Maybe the wind didn't pick up as much as before, but that was a chance
Yeah.
for Monaghan. But it's now 2-5 to 4, and we talked about the first 10 minutes being important. Well, now obviously the last 10 minutes is important. We're in the last 10, and for Monaghan, it sort of feels like they're going to need a goal,
Yeah, to
at
put an
least
extra
one.
spring.
This is Cueva Kilmurray. Westmeath not forcing it at all. So Westmeath, you know what's really bizarre, Karen? They're on 2-5. They were on 2-4 after about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
They scored 1 point, and yet they're still comfortable. They're still well ahead, you know.
I suppose they're not rushing anything.
No.
Monaghan have a lot of players in there. When you're looking inside that 21,
Yeah.
it's hard to find the gaps.
Oh, hold on. They might have found a gap right now. There's a chance here.
Casey.
And no. Was it just a challenge coming at the last minute?
Oh,
But she has got it back. Is this another one? Is it over?
Yeah, that one's it.
There you go.
Yeah, she wasn't going to miss the second time. She really put her boot through the second one.
But you know what was good play? Who was that? Was that Kilmurray?
That was Katie, yeah.
Oh, it was
Katie Kilmurray scored the point.
Okay. Good score after all that time. So 2 points in the last half hour. Now Monaghan get it out to Anya McQuaid. Tough challenge coming in from Anna Jones. Yeah.
Don't get out easy.
On Casey Traynor, but Casey does really well to win it and takes her solo and go. And you're not allowed to tackle her.
Oh, I didn't know.
And she sort of put her hands up, and they did get the turnover, so she didn't tackle her as such.
Vicky.
Now there's a chance here. Vicky Carr, 2 goals in the Leinster final. She's going to go for another one. She does, but good save. That was good from Orna Kelly.
Oh, nice shake up.
Still not away though.
Oh,
and Sarah Dillon finishes the job. And it's 6-4 now, and Westmeath just starting to pull away in the last 10 minutes with a couple of scores in the last few minutes. Lovely close skill.
Great pick up by Sarah Dillon there.
Yeah, that's
great
what I mean.
save by the Monaghan keeper as well.
That's what I mean about the close skill. She's just got that in her locker. And close quarters, she's just cool. She's, you know, I was saying earlier about the way she takes points from distance. She looks like a player always just has time.
Yeah,
and it's just her style. Like, it's just superb. Now there's a change from Monaghan. Avi McCormick has gone off. I didn't spot who's gone in. Oh, hold on, we'll hear it now.
Substitution on the Monaghan team. Number 22, Dervla Cawley.
22, Dervla Cawley from Emmyville. So, down to the last 5 minutes or so, and Monaghan find themselves a little bit further back, but it's 2-on-2 here, and a chance for Jodie McQuillan. She's got Cora Courtney ahead of her, and behind her she has Casey Traynor. They need to get a goal, you feel, and they've got Anya McQuaid there, and there's Chloe throwing it in, and that needed a touch or to go all the way over a 2-pointer and ended up with neither. And you know, Monaghan, they just seem at times like it's more hit without hope, and it's just a little bit aimless, and it's their conviction isn't there. Is it one thing, is it another? They're just throwing shots in there, but with no real conviction to them, it feels.
Yeah, it's just not clicking with them when they're up front there.
Good play by Aoife Keegan coming forward, and they're linking together well. This is not the first time they've found loads of room out here, and Lucy McCartan feeds the ball in. This could be the end. She's blazed it wide.
Yeah, it just didn't go off the boot right.
Yeah, or maybe just a wee fist over the bar, but maybe she got caught in 2 minds.
Oh, I think Katie was going straight for the goal there.
I think you're right.
No other.
That would have put the game to bed, but it's still just about alive. But 9 points. 9 points is a lot, especially when they've only scored 3 times. Something pretty dramatic needs to happen here. Now that's a sub there, 22. That was a girl who came on from Monaghan there, 22, Dervla Cawley, yeah. And Westmeath get possession again. McCartan always available over here on this side. And she's got Vicky Carr. Vicky Carr makes a nice move inside to take it and keeps possession rather comfortably. I don't think Monaghan really have just had enough to trouble Westmeath today. And that's not going to happen now. Kilmurray spreads it out to that far side, and Anna with a little spin and manages to feed it through. I think she's got a free, Anna. She has, She might take this herself, or will Sarah Dillon come out?
I think Sarah's after moving on to the freeze.
Yeah, she's come out. Here's another sub for Westmeath.
I can't see that. Aoife Keegan's going off anyway.
Yeah, she has, she's going.
Fun of the year for our RV, number 29, Fahani, Kate Stewart Traynor replaces
New one to me.
Aoife Keegan.
Kate Stewart Traynor.
Kate Stewart Traynor would be a young minor as well. Came up to the senior squad with Katie Kilmurray last year at the end of the minor championship.
McCartan, that goes low, and it's a little bit wasteful there. I don't know why they just didn't take their point, Westmeath, but it doesn't really matter too much at this point, does it? They have the game won. Now that is Jennifer Duffy for Monaghan trying to come out. Casey Trader to Murren Atkinson, under pressure from Lucy Power. And Murren He's bottled up in there and fouled. Takes a wee solo and go and gets it back. Chloe McBride now, well out the field, but they haven't really got much up. They've Cora Courtney in there around the full forward area, and that's it. But a big gap between that and the rest of the players.
Yeah, there's 3 Westmeath players in with her, so it's not even an option inside.
Yeah. So 2-7 to 4. What's it now? 57, 3 minutes left. It's been a little bit disappointing, I have to say, as a neutral, because it started so well. Maybe too well for me with the 2 goals in 4 minutes, but it's been a bit of a no contest after that, to be honest. Yeah, great work back by Vicky. Westmeath, to be fair, looked like a team who are playing with confidence and who've been used to winning, and you know, they've got big expectations in this championship, and they know they can win games, and they trust each other.
Yeah, definitely, and they're playing so well as a team. They're not relying on one particular player, and their fitness, they're up and down this pitch like yo-yos the whole game.
Does it remind you a little bit of the 21 team?
Yeah, they I suppose they're coming back. Like last year, I suppose they'll be still thinking about that semi-final loss to Tyrone. They were in control at stages in the game and just missed out. So they'll be definitely looking to try go one step further this year.
Monaghan, they just can't find a way through.
No, in fairness, Westmeath, they're defending really well back there. They've got bodies back, and then they're putting pressure on when they need.
And Monaghan just trying to throw it in there, but it just didn't work again, and easily dealt with in there by Westmeath.
Yeah.
And to be fair, that sort of sums up the game. They've easily dealt with Monaghan today. You know.
Yeah, they're just picking up any of the stray ball that's there, and they're getting themselves behind it.
How important do you think the good start was, a couple of goals?
Yeah, sure, it just boosts confidence, doesn't it? Any doubt you kind of have in the game kind of goes away then, and you're playing with that extra little bit.
And why do you think they didn't force it after that? I mean, they got their lead of 7, 8, 9 points, and that's still the lead that they have. So like, they haven't had to force it, I guess.
I don't think they've had to, and I think in fairness to Monaghan, they've gotten bodies back there, and it was much harder to release. Those first few minutes, Westmeath were just releasing quick ball into the forwards, and it was a simple game. But then when there's extra Monaghan bodies in front of you, it's very hard to see those gaps and see the player that you want to get the ball to. So they're just clever with possession and kept ball for longer periods of time.
Yeah, I think that's it. And I thought maybe when they brought Jodie McQuillan on, they might be thinking, right, well, let's launch a lot of balls in here. But they sort of left Cora Courtney in there on her own a lot of the time in the central sort of full forward position without a lot of help.
Yeah, and Westmeath, in fairness, because they're against the wind, have also put an extra person kind of there. Oh, nice, Cuiva.
Oh, is she going to finish with a wee score at the end?
Yeah.
Oh, lovely little bit of play.
Yeah, lovely dummy by Cuiva.
And that's a bonus as well to get her back.
Yeah, Cuiva's a great footballer. She just unfortunately missed out on the Leinster final due to illness, but she's back now, and Cuiva's so good. She's so fit, so strong, and right and left foot. That was a left-footed effort, but she can also use the right.
5 minutes additional time.
Did you hear that? 5 more minutes. Yeah, I'm quite surprised at that too.
Yeah, there wasn't. I didn't think there was any injury. I suppose a lot of substitutions, maybe.
Yeah. Dylan, well out the field.
Nice to Katie.
Feeding a nice ball
turn.
in. Oh, lovely little turn. The Kilmurrays.
Left as well, yeah.
2 points from the Kilmurrays. The Cousins right at the end of this game, just putting the icing on the cake. Oh,
her turn was perfect. And a lovely left foot effort. Again, Katie's left and right foot too, so very hard to mark the two Kilmurrays.
2-9 to 4 then. 11-point game. And Westmeath enjoying themselves out there.
Oh,
and it is Kilmurray again. There's a goal on here right at the end. They're going to try and finish it. And they do.
No doubt there, yeah.
Well, you have to put Westmeath down as one of the favourites for the TG4 All-Ireland Intermediate Championship in this performance. 2 goals at the start and a lovely goal at the end as well. Comprehensive winners after the heartbreak last year. They'll be hard to stop.
A perfect ball in there by Cuiva as well. I'd say she heard the call of Katie inside, and it was just a lovely bounce in front of her, and there's no doubt when Katie gets in there, it's a goal.
Reminds me of the famous Undertones song, you'll be too young to remember, My Perfect Cousin. The cousins connect in there, the Kilmurrays, they get that goal for them right at the end.
It's a double substitution for Westmeath.
Yeah, so they're emptying the bench.
Number 20, Siobhan O'Donnell replaces number 5.
Siobhan O'Donnell from Mullingar Shamrocks. That's your club?
Yeah, that's my club. That's Siobhan.
And who's the other one going on?
I didn't hear who the second was.
Yeah, so 2 subs at the end for Westmeath. Oh, here we go.
Sinead Robbins
That's why we didn't hear it. He didn't give it.
He didn't give
Sinead
it.
Robbins, number 26. And they might get another goal
Kate
at
Stewart
the end.
Trainer.
No. I think it was Amy Garland, was it? No, it wasn't Amy Garland. It was maybe Jennifer Duffy. And off she goes now with the solo and goal. And now Chloe. And she will look for Cora Courtney.
Fiona Coyle's after getting in
Fiona
front.
Coyle is right on the case there again. She's a great captain and a really good fullback. I remember just around that position last year in the Leinster final, she made a great block in there.
Yeah. Fiona's a brilliant footballer, a really good man marker. There's nothing worse than Fiona being stuck to you
Really?
in a game. Yeah, she's brilliant.
Have you felt that in training or club football?
Have. In both, yeah. She's brilliant.
And it's a key part, obviously, in the modern game because so many balls have been thrown in by Monaghan, and Westmeath have just dealt with so many of them so well. They've
Especially
sort of
with
broken
the 3v3.
Monaghan hearts a lot of times.
Yeah.
Kilmurray again.
Yeah, it's going for the ball over the top to Lucy.
Yeah, they're sort of trying so many things now. They've that much confidence.
He's not going to give him free against him, is he? No, I don't think so. I think he's just stopping for a head injury.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was a painful one.
Because sometimes that can be given the opposite way, and especially in the old rules, those kind of ones where you catch the ball and run into somebody.
Yeah.
But there was nothing Lucy could do. She just caught the ball and.
Yeah. But it sort of had to change that rule, didn't it? Because there were players.
Yeah.
There was concussion issues and all sorts of stuff, Although you don't see too much in the tackle these days, you're allowed to put your hands up and sort of stop the player to protect yourself. You don't see it too much. I guess it's not a natural reaction. So you're still going to get collisions.
I suppose it's still adapting to the rules as well, and it's hard to know what you can and can't do. And then, I don't think the tackle can just be a little bit more physical than it was previous. And like that with the charge rule, that's changed, which is good. It needed to.
So you can tackle, but you have to hit the ball first. If you then connect with the body, that's allowed. But
it's very hard to do.
It's hard, and it's hard to time it right, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's hard for everyone. It's hard for officials as well to spot it exactly what's happening. But basically, the idea is that there's supposed to be more physicality.
Yeah.
Within a room.
Yeah.
All right, let me just check in this pause online, and indeed a lot of comments online. Thank you for those. I hope you've enjoyed the live stream coverage, free to view. And there's a viewer from Nina down in Tipperary. And somebody did explain Monaghan's number 15 is Amy Donnelly and the number 18 Molly Keenan. Thanks for that. So that explains that a little bit. So Leanne Maguire was named at 15 in the programme, but wasn't wearing it. And let me just check. That was on YouTube. I checked on there, and on Facebook. I don't know if more people are watching on YouTube or Facebook, but a lot. Let's see, where's the Facebook one? There's the Facebook one. Yeah, a lot of people watching on there as well. So hope you've enjoyed that.
Indirect free that was
today.
Just for today.
Oh yeah. We'll come back out to Anna Jones. Kilmurray again in lots of room. She's really enjoyed herself coming in. But I suppose it's a good time to come into a game, isn't it?
It is, and Cuiva's so good at making things happen in a game, so perfect player to come in too.
Is it a good sign of a team that are patient and don't panic, even though they haven't scored for about 20-25 minutes, and then they score 1-5? They weren't forcing it, and they didn't need to, and it came good.
Yeah, I suppose they knew had that little bit of leeway.
I just think they felt as well, maybe as a team, there wasn't a huge threat from Monaghan.
Yeah, they were calm on the ball, and Westmeath were good in possession. They weren't giving it away cheaply either. Yeah. So that's always a good sign. And they're injecting pace when they need it.
Might get a wee score here just to finish it. Nope. Monaghan holding out. And Monaghan have sat in a lot, and they've had that defensive structure as if that's sort of the structure you have before the new rules, but they don't maybe come out that much. And that was well wide at the end. That's probably about it, isn't it? Nearly there. 3-9 to 4 points. So a really one-sided one on the scoreline, and pretty much one-sided in the game, to be fair. And Monaghan are going to have a tough time against Louth in 2 weeks. There is the final whistle. So it's Louth against Westmeath next week. But Westmeath after today in a terrific position to go to Louth next week, and they mightn't even have to win next week, but of course, you're not going to lose, and they're going to be favourites there.
Yeah, they'll be looking to top their group. It just makes it that little bit easier that you play against a second place team then. But it was a really good team performance, and I just see Ashley Wang coming into review there as well, so hopefully they'll get Ashley back as well, because she's a great footballer. But really good team performance by Westmeath, and Monaghan might be happy enough to have the 2-week break to kind of regroup and get ready for Louth, and get to see what Louth are like as well against Westmeath, because obviously one last year you're not out yet, so yeah, they'll still be looking to progress too.
And look at these scenes, the kids coming on. Westmeath winning again in Cusack Park after the men last night. Can I go as far as calling it at the minute a Westmeath Wonderland?
It is, it's brilliant.
Nearly
and it's so exciting for the younger people, like honestly getting to see them going out and meeting the players. And last night they got to meet obviously the male Westmeath players, but now they're getting to go out there and see the girls as well. It is lovely to see.
Yeah, it's all going well for Westmeath, the men and the women, and after this victory today they're in a great position, and as I say, they'll be down as one of the favourites for the All-Ireland as well this year, no doubt about that. What about player of the match to finish on, or a few contenders before picking one? Who do you think for Westmeath today? And I know it's a really difficult one to ask, because I don't think there was one outstanding player. Yeah,
everyone actually had a really good performance all over the field. I suppose when you're looking from a back's point of view, like I thought Fiona Coyle did brilliant. She really had it wrapped up back there, and Sarah Murphy, the two girls, any ball that came in, they were brilliant at stopping it up, and it really did eliminate any threat up front there. Vicky and Anna covered a lot of ground in the middle. I thought Aoife Keegan covered a lot. Rebecca Higgins and Katie Glamurray, the inside line there was threatening at all times, and Lucy McCartan, I suppose, playmaker at all times. I won't be able to pick one player.
I was wondering if you were going to get there.
I wasn't going to get there. I don't think I will. I actually thought that everyone was phenomenal. There was no standout. I thought that everyone just kind of worked as a unit. At times they were patient, at times they went at it.
Let's give it to a defender.
I think,
wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah,
and
I think
especially
that'd be nice.
from a forward.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when you only concede, was it 4 points in the end, and that was actually only 3 scores.
Yeah. I thought Fiona Coyle cleaned up everything. I don't know.
I'll let you go to Parr. Lucy
Parr, yeah, was good attacking as well. Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, okay, no one will argue with that. Right, the scores from elsewhere, just to finish. Cavan 0-16, Roscommon 2-7, so Cavan came good at the end. That's a lot of scores. There must have been a few 2-pointers there maybe.
Yeah.
But they've beaten Roscommon. That's a big win for Cavan, and they'll be a big threat. Westmeath here 3-9-4, and then Leitrim have beaten Wicklow 2-16-1-5, so
yeah, good
similar scores in those 3 games. And in the under-20s, Cork beat Meath in the end, and Dublin beat Galway 4-16-2-13. So those are the scores today. All right, we'll leave it there. Well done to Westmeath. We move on in the championship. We'll cover another game for you next week, but we hope you've enjoyed the coverage from here today in Westmeath. From myself and Karen and the team, it's goodbye.